it was scary up in the Northland. So first and foremost, I hope everyone's okay. And if I know it sucks if you got any damage, but that was wild. There were a bunch of people. You know, we have a few cars, so we had to hop in our cars, and drive over to the parking garage over at Zona Rosa, and that thing was filled because anyone that couldn't get into a garage or whatever had to go and try to protect their cars. But around my house, it seemed like we avoided the big hail, but I couldn't believe the size of some of the hail that I was seeing that Gary Lezak posted. Like I said, some friends just from around where I live. And so I know it was all over the place. I know it hit Platte County pretty hard. And so I will tell you that, and that's one great thing about the partners of this radio show, New Day with SSJ and Sports Radio 810, they reach out to me and I can pass the message along to you. First of all, you know what happens after hailstorms like this. You'll get people that aren't reputable coming door to door trying to swindle you and get up there. And you may have damage to your roof, right? But you got to get people you can trust. And so be very wary, especially if you have some older parents that live on their own that could be vulnerable, or anybody. And it could happen to anyone, especially, you don't know what to do. But you're not going to get up there and look at well, I'm not going to get up there and look at my roof. Maybe you are. I'm not. And so I don't know what I'm looking for. But be careful who you listen to or do business with. That's why when we have our partners here at Sports Radio 810 and on New Day, I can tell you that they will take care of you and you can trust them. And so my friends at WeatherTech Renovations, local, bonded, licensed, insured. If you need them to come out and inspect your roof, free inspection, and you know you can trust them, Brian Donegan and his team, they are ready. 816-988-8957 or online at WTRenovations.com. 816-988-8957 or online at WTRenovations.com. They've looked at my roof. They've done work on my son's roof. They've done work on Nate Bukaty's roof. They've done work on Todd Lebo's roof. They've done work on Todd Lebo's dad's roof. They've done work on my dad's roof. And, my dad ain't going to take any crap from nobody. So, and he has a sign that says WT Renovations in his yard, and he's proud of his yard. So that means something to him. And so if you need somebody if you think you got, if you got hit or if you had hail in your area, or you think there might be some damage, don't let a small problem become a big problem. WTRenovations.com or call them 816-988-8957. And then, as I mentioned, the cars too. If you think that, or if you'll know, but if you took some damage to your car, that's no fun. That sucks. I mean, did you guys see any? Did you have any of this?
We had some hail at our house, but it was, I would say, I'm trying to think of a
nickel to pea size.
Yeah, like the kind of ice you get at the the Quick Trip, that size.
Yeah, I saw some people that had
the
whole size of a baseball, tennis ball in their windshield.
Twitter.
Shattered, man.
People in their palm of their hand was full with the spikes that you're talking about.
Odd looking. Have you seen the one video of there was a guy out there trying to cover his car with a blanket, but he also has a bucket on his head. You run out there and you're trying to cover your car, but also
put a football helmet on.
You get hit with that.
Hard hat.
Yeah, give you a concussion.
You know what I mean. And so, and Jake, you know this, our man. Craig Martin, the GM over at Randy Colonel Buick GMC.
The best.
They are the best. And so they have free estimates, all insurance taken on cars and trucks that might have been damaged, located off 78th and State, randykerno.com, randykerno.com, or just go out to Randy Colonel, Randy Colonel Buick GMC. Tell them SSJ sent you. Ask for the GM running to Craig Martin, or just go in there and tell them. I heard it on Sports Radio 810. SSJ said I can get a free estimate, and they work with all insurances. And so if you took some hail damage to your car, go to Randy Colonel Buick GMC, and they'll take care of you.
Craig's the best.
Yeah,
The best.
because seriously, man, if you don't have somewhere that you go normally, and you wake up today and you go out there and look at your car, like, oh, what do I do now? You know, or you think something happened to your roof, and you got some guys, you know, all of a sudden people come in and try to take advantage of the situation. I don't want that for my listeners.
You don't
okay?
want a fly-by-night operation, you know? You want somebody that's around.
Nate loves fly-by-night operations.
Well,
I don't.
I do, but
I don't. So
not for things as important as a roof over your head.
WTRenovations.com.
They did a phenomenal job on my roof.
That's right. That's right. And randykerno.com. So they'll take care of you. Tell them SSJ sent you. And I'll repeat that information throughout the show because there's a lot of people who are going to wake up and when the daylight hits, they're going to be, oh boy, oh no, oh boy, kind of like the Raiders when they wake up today and they say, oh boy, oh no, we got Max Crosby back on the team. And we have 2 fewer first-round draft picks than we thought we had.
Man, they had a good deal on their hands.
Well, it was so good. I think that's partially why this happened. The Ravens heard so much crap.
Yeah.
How they got screwed. And, like, I'm not going to get in an argument over who's a better player. But there was one, I can't remember who it was, somebody on NFL Network said, you know, if you're the Ravens right now, and he said there were some people within the building, not everyone maybe in the building felt the same way about this trade. And it's, look, if you've got, you think about how many people are in the front office, how many scouts and, you know, assistant GMs and then coaches, this and that. Not everyone's going to agree on everything. You're not going to get a consensus, right? And so I can't remember who it was. One of the insiders on NFL Network said that there were some, you know, people in the building with the Ravens like, you gave up what? and
Let's do another physical.
Right. And they suggested when they were talking about this on NFL Network that, well, why didn't we just keep our draft picks and go sign Trey Hendrickson?
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. Look, Jake, I'm going to assume that you say Max Crosby is a better player than Trey Hendrickson. Is he 2 first-round draft picks better than Trey Hendrickson?
That was a very Mangino response from him right there.
I would say, because I don't know if I would say that right off the bat, but age-wise, and I'd probably say Max Crosby's ahead of Hendrickson.
But again, I ask you,
Nope.
Would you rather just pay money to Trey Hendrickson?
Your roster is going to be better.
Or would you rather give up 2 first-round picks and the money to Max Crosby?
No. Your roster is going to be better with those 2 first-round draft picks and Hendrickson.
Okay, so, and again, I guess, like we've always said, it's 2 to tango. You don't know that Trey Hendrickson's going to sign with you.
Right.
But if you give him the right amount of money,
he's supposed to decide today, right? I mean, they've taken
don't
offers.
Be shocked if all of a sudden the announcement is it's, oh, Hendrickson's going to the Ravens. Can you believe it? Because let me tell you something, man. They lost a lot of players, right? They saw a lot of guys walk because they thought that money was going to be allotted to Max Crosby. And if you're the Raiders, you went out and had this free agent frenzy thinking what? We don't have to pay Max Crosby, right? I mean, think about how many dominoes are going to fall now. Just what kind of effect this is going to have. Other teams now that would have been interested in Max Crosby, maybe they spent the space under the salary cap that they needed to acquire him, and they went down one path. They followed a different blueprint to where if they would have been interested in Max Crosby a week ago. They're not now because they can't financially.
And because he's apparently failed a physical.
Right. But here's the deal. He had surgery for the meniscus in his knee in January. This was no surprise.
Yeah.
And everyone knew that he's not going to pass the physical right now. And he's not going to be ready until the summer. This was understood. That's why I say this has got to be some cold feet, buyer's remorse mixed in there.
Yeah.
And unless they looked at the knee and they just said, oh, boy.
A lot worse than we thought.
Or something else that is yet to be revealed. But this smells real funny. And I'm not in the business of feeling bad for the Raiders, but how pissed off you got to be right now.
Man. Yeah, that's real mad because, like you said,
and you're also planning on having the number 14 pick.
You change everything.
And that kind of guides your free agent strategy as well. Well, we're not going to sign this because we're going to get,
Right.
we're going to take care of that with the 14th pick.
The most Raider thing ever. I love it. I love it so much.
It's not like it surprises me from the Ravens side of things.
Why?
It surprised me that they even did it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That, I
That
mean,
surprised me
because they've never given up a first round draft pick ever.
They're
ever.
usually
ever.
I feel like they're one of the model clubs when it comes to scouting, developing. Like they seem like they do well in the draft. They know what they're looking for. They don't seem like they make these kind of moves, and then like just to do it. What are people around the NFL circles saying about this? You know what I mean? Like if you're another GM, you'd be like, well, be careful when you make a deal with the Ravens.
I remember. Do you remember? I remember back in the day. Remember Drew Brees didn't pass his physical for the Dolphins?
Yeah, I do.
Because of the shoulder,
yeah.
And that blew up, and then he ends up going to the Saints and having a Hall of Fame career and winning the Super Bowl.
Dolphins end up signing up Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
and so the lesson there is another team could look at these same medicals and say, yeah, we realize he recently had surgery, and we're good with where we think he's going to be by the time the season starts. But guess what? You might find another team that's willing to take Max Crosby. But I tell you what, you ain't going to find.
Nope.
2 first-round draft picks.
And one of those picks is the 14th overall.
And guess what? I don't know if you're going to find 1 first-round draft
Right.
pick.
I was going to say, hey, Chiefs got the 40th pick.
I don't know what's going to happen. But again,
Whoa, would you?
But
For the 40th?
But the money's
Oh,
spent. The like teams that you're
Right, but you can put them under the cap.
it's not just do you have a draft pick that you would give up for them.
Yeah.
Your financial situation isn't the same as it was a couple of days ago. For a lot of teams, it's not.
I mean, look at how much money the Chiefs have spent.
Like I know the Chargers have a bunch of money and they haven't done much. You get into the Chargers? If you're the Raiders, I don't know. Albert Beer has posted within the past 20 minutes. According to sources, the Raiders will honor all the agreements they made with free agents, both their own and the incoming guys, over the last 48 hours, despite the stunning developments of last night.
Well, they should think twice about that money they get in Lindenbaum.
All options remain in play with Max Crosby. Vegas is certainly very open to keeping him.
3 years, $81 million.
They're open to keeping him.
That would be a weird situation.
It is a weird
it's just
situation.
it's so bizarre. It's
Huh.
Right. I mean, it's. I was so surprised at the trade itself, and then this is even more surprising. So we'll see. Here we go. And all these deals become official today. I mean, do any teams back out of the deals they verbally agreed upon to try to create room to get Max Crosby?
Yeah, because they don't become official till today. Right.
Today.
Yeah. It's a bad look to do that.
But
that's
I mean,
business. That's business.
Do they?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like what? Like again, what's the domino effect here? Do the Raiders just keep him? Does he want to be there? Does that matter?
It doesn't appear to seem that way.
No. Michael Silver posted, one high-ranking executive for a team that talked to the Raiders about Crosby told me, I don't know what they do now. I don't know how they walk it back. Presumably, another team could assess Crosby's knee and decide the risk is palatable. They won't get 2 first, though. Right. And he had been in Baltimore for a couple of days. He underwent testing at the Ravens facility. Baltimore made the decision as an organization that it could not move forward with the deal based on the results of the medical. Or so they say. I mean, is it all that? Tom Pelissero. One GM summarized the feelings around the league. This is very much bull blank on Baltimore's part. So to your point, Pelissero says one GM says the feelings around the league that this is bullcrap on the Ravens' part.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it is. Like I said, unless the.
But it's not the first time the Ravens have canceled deals because of physicals. They 2020 they had a free agent deal with Michael Brockers that was voided out because of a physical.
But this is gigantic.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
It's a blockbuster trade, and as
absolutely.
you said, like they knew the knee injury was an issue. So like unless their doctors looked at it and said, "Oh man, this knee is way worse than we ever thought."
3 times prior to this, they've canceled deals because of failed physicals. So I mean, look.
But just look at the timing of it and everything else and how this affects everything.
Hey, it's business.
Is it?
If you didn't feel good about that knee or you didn't like the deal, that's the way out.
But yeah, right. But you knew. It wasn't
He had
just
knee surgery.
Man, what? I mean, you would think you would have done some homework before giving up 2 first-round picks.
Well, they didn't give them up, apparently.
I feel like
they didn't give anything up. Apparently,
the part of this is
buyer's remorse.
Yeah, it's a horrible look for them. I mean, it is. I mean, it's everyone that covers the NFL is talking to their sources, talking to people, are saying the same thing because it's what it is.
The only thing that can make it not look bad is if he has a problem with that knee moving forward.
Right. But if there's another team that steps in, gives up less, and we're fine with the physical,
and then he goes out and crushes it, then that's a bad look. But if he has issues with this knee moving forward, then it looks like a really smart way to you did your homework.
It was a dumb trade to begin with. I don't. It just. I don't see how they come off looking good. Because they did it to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, look. If
I was the owner, I'd be sitting people down like, okay, so now what was the thought process here?
Yeah, let's have.
Or the owner's like, way to go! You saved our first-round draft picks.
Yeah, but why did that happen?
Like what happened in the they didn't make this trade 2 months ago. They just made it.
It's like
I'm sure he didn't. Don't you think he had signed off on that?
If you set your kitchen on fire, then put the fire out, you don't get a big pat on the back. Hey, way to go!
Like they didn't.
I don't know. You might if these 2 draft picks turn into be really good.
Yeah, I guess my point though is like you already had the draft picks. It's you saved them from yourself.
The owner didn't find out about the trade on Twitter.
No, I mean,
get it. He had to be enthusiastically behind this to give up 2 first-round picks, and how long's it been? How many?
Less than 48 hours, right?
So then
it happened on Sunday, maybe.
I felt like it happened over the weekend. So, but I mean, you see my point. Like, yeah, okay, you saved the draft picks, but why were the draft picks in jeopardy? Because you stupidly gave them away. Like you had to do something that is now causing other GMs around the league to lose respect for our organization.
But while you did this to create the room to trade for Crosby, you let other free agents walk that you might have re-signed.
That is the biggest damaging thing.
And so that's why, if you're the owner, you got to say, okay, walk me through this process again. Now, what were we thinking?
What if they do get Hendrickson? And then they turn those 2 draft picks into really good players.
Would be great, but it still altered their free agent approach. I would still not be happy if I was the owner of how this went down.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You like you said, you can't. I'm not going to go pat someone on the back for digging themselves
also,
out of the hole they created.
What if we're discounting the fact that maybe they really saw something they didn't like in the physical and they really wanted him?
Maybe they did.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they really wanted him, and then they said, "Hey, look at this. This is not good."
Then again, if I'm the owner, I'm thinking let's be a little more thorough here at the beginning. Like we knew that he had a knee problem,
Right? But
but what did we say when we first saw it? That's a bad trade. They gave up too much.
Too much. Yeah.
They give up too much.
No, they didn't give up anything.
Right.
I mean, I do think that the stuff about the other GMs, they'll get over it.
Oh, yeah,
if there's a good deal to be made.
Yeah.
Players will get over it. All you got to do is give them more money.
Yeah. That usually it's funny how money fixes all that, but it's not an ideal situation.
This is not an ideal situation for a new coach when you're heading in and trying to get, turn the page. Yes, things could still work out for him, but I'm simply suggesting that they are going to examine the process that led them to this point.
Yeah, they should.
Okay, because there were things that were happening while they thought they had Max Crosby that it would have changed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, the Chiefs ended up with a safety that they liked a lot, that they kind of wanted to keep. Maybe if they don't make that deal, the Chiefs don't get that safety. That's what I'm talking about here. There's
ramifications for them not, allocating that money
Right.
towards Max Crosby, and then
there. So again, I'm like, if I'm the owner, like, okay,
Let's just have a talk about the decision-making
Right.
process.
And then
let's walk through it.
But like you said, okay, they can clean themselves up here and get Hendrickson. But boy, if I'm Hendrick's agent, so how much you giving us?
Yeah. And how many physicals does he got to take?
Yeah. But no, here's what we're gonna offer you. Nope. Because guess who has the most pressure to go get him today?
The Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
Is that right, Jake? Would you agree with that? Like you said, what if they sign Hendrickson? Okay.
Right.
Well, there's pressure on them to go do that today.
right. So I
What
mean,
if
they
they
got to
don't?
come over the top of any deals that they have.
Yeah.
Here's the offer sheet.
Yeah.
We're listening.
So.
I think you could add a little bit more to that offer sheet.
And if you're the Raiders, you're like, what?
Oh, there's
Are you kidding me?
yeah. We finally got a good trade.
Right, no, because if you're the Raiders, you've been drinking champagne the past couple of
Yeah.
days. We got 2 first-round picks. He doesn't want to be here. His window is not lining up. It does not line up with the franchise quarterback that we're getting ready to draft here. And so it's just this. But we're getting 2 first-round picks to build around our franchise. What happened?
And
What-
saving some money.
Who's that on the phone? The Ravens. What? They said what? Who?
Can they do that?
They got their big board where these are the guys we think we can get at number 14.
Yeah. On the magnets.
Like, no,
Not anymore.
the hell you can.
I mean, for it to happen to the Raiders is
Right.
kind of damn funny, but
But then the rest of the AFC's excellent. I don't know. And then Italy beat the United States last night. So there you go, Gary Dieter, Aaron Judge up. All I know is my guy in the 9th inning got a hit, Bobby Witt Jr., and your guy didn't. So I hope you're listening.
a couple of our guys got some big hits.
Hope you're listening. I'm just talking about in the 9th inning,
I know.
with the game on the
yeah.
line.
Yep.
Bobby Witt Jr. came up and he got on base. Aaron Judge came up and struck out. Gary Dieter. Okay? So Bobby Witt Jr. is Captain America. Thank you. Back after this on WHB. Welcome back to the show. Mike Boddicker joins us. Hello, Mike. How are you?
I'm good, Steve.
Here's the latest propaganda floated by Diana Rossini on behalf of the Ravens. Teams that were interested in trading for Max Crosby, including the Ravens, had conversations with a surgeon, Neil Elatrash, and the Raiders' medical staff before making trade offers. The Ravens doctors, along with multiple independent ones, reviewed Crosby's MRI. They were unified in the belief that Crosby's short-term outlook was positive. But there were concerns about the long-term prognosis of Crosby's knee, per sources. Baltimore believed the risk was simply too high, given the compensation it was giving up. Oh, Mike. No, I'm not doing this to make you mad.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, because I really have.
I know you are.
Enjoyed watching the World Baseball Classic the last couple of days. Did you at least see highlights of Bobby Witt Jr.'s defensive play?
Yes, I did.
And this was one of my favorite moments when Paul Skeens
Did you
turns
see
around.
Harper pump? After
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was excited.
But
yeah.
Paul Skeens just looks with that smile on his face
yeah.
that only a pitcher would understand.
Yeah. Nobody makes that play.
Right. But like I'm sure you could think of a time where a defensive player made a play behind you like that, and you just look at him like you'd look at Lisa, like, I love you. I mean, you looked on his face, and he just looked at Bobby Wood
Yeah,
Jr.
you're
like,
wow. Yeah.
can I have you?
Did you see Livy Dunn's tweet?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I tell you what. Remember his first year? That was his problem, defense.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not the same guy, man.
They were trying to decide after his rookie year if they should keep him at
Shortstop
or
or not,
possibly
yeah.
move him to the outfield.
Yeah.
And he decided, you know what? I'm going to dedicate myself to getting
And
better defensively. And
No, he got beyond better.
He became one of the best in the league.
I don't know if there's anybody better than him right now.
He's incredible.
But
That play's impossible.
that was like back-to-back plays.
How about the next one when he just popped up?
Right.
And it was like, because he had to get something on the
Let me
throw.
tell you
The guy was a pretty decent runner, and it was like, whoa.
I'd give anything to be able to stand up that quick. Just like and I'm not talking about laying down like from a chair, from bed. Like I get out of bed, it's a process. I get up and then
I would
stand
pull
up.
Achilles,
Oh, I mean,
knees would just.
There was a day
yeah.
that I could, oh man, I was that's so envious. I think I look with envious eyes when I see him pop up like that.
It's kind of like me with hair. I get mad at it. I see all these old guys with hair.
Right.
That's not fair.
But they beat Mexico in that game. But then last night,
Yeah, they lost Italy.
Yeah. Led
Vinny.
Jack Caglione with a home run. Vinny Pasquantino. I mean, it's loaded with major league talent, but it's not nearly as talented as Team USA. But that's baseball.
That's baseball, brother.
And I want the United States to win, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't get a big smile on my face when Cags went deep.
Yeah.
And I like seeing.
Well, it's a friendly.
Vinny, well, that's Cal Raleigh and Randy Rosarena.
Doesn't
What did
seem
you think
so
of that?
friendly between those two.
What did you think of Randy Rosarena going up there to the plate looking to shake a hand, and the big number's like, no.
Yeah.
And then Rosarena cussed him out in 4 languages after the game.
I'm impressed he knows 4 languages.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
though?
4 different Spanish dialects.
Yeah.
we speculated that you would like that.
Well,
That big dumper's like, no,
yeah.
we can be friends back in Seattle, but not now.
Yeah, not now.
He said he owed it to his pitcher and he owes it to the rest of the team. I'm locked in. I'm not.
Old school. That's old school.
So is that?
Yeah. If you want to go out afterwards, fine. But while we're here in the field, nah.
All right.
No.
See, so does that make you respect the competition a little bit more?
Not really. No.
He's not going to give in. But Italy beats the United States.
After looking at that lineup yesterday that the Royals ran out there, no thanks. Nah.
Somebody said
Jeez.
the USA lost to a bunch of American players with Italian jerseys on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of yes.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. If your grandmother was a quarter Italian, you can play for the. No, come on.
Gee, I believe I saw who the first base coach was for
They're,
Italy.
but they're trying to. They're trying
saw
to.
correct.
Yes.
Yes, you did see correct.
Allard Baird.
Allard Baird.
And so they're trying to grow. And I listened to them talk about this last night. They're trying to grow the game in Italy, and they want to inspire kids to start playing baseball
Well, that's
there.
great. I mean, that's
that is
fine.
great.
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
fine.
And
Nothing wrong with
there's hey, Vinny Pasquantino and Jack Caglione are proud Italian Americans.
that.
I know there's a bunch of my friends
Like I said, it's a friendly.
that went to St. Pius. Were pretty fired up to see Kegs and Vinny P.
Heck yeah.
In
They were.
those
Vinny P?
uniforms. Huh?
I thought
Yeah,
you
well,
said they were watching.
That's
Vinny
exactly
P.
right. I know a couple of guys that probably would.
Yeah.
But that was kind of awesome last night. Just the emotion of it, and I'm watching, and
I'm a highlight guy. I just watch.
trust me,
highlights.
I wanted to go to bed. And the United States is coming back, and say, okay, they might do this, and they had a chance in the 8th inning, and with the time run at the plate, didn't get it done, and then in the 9th inning, after Pete Crow Armstrong hit his second home run of the game, and then Bobby comes up, 2 runs down. What's he do? Gets a hit, gets on base in a clutch situation, and it ends up with Bobby Witt Jr. on base and Aaron Judge at the plate. And so I'm thinking, I got some goosebumps here. Let's go. And this is March 10th, a little bit of a postseason feel to it, and Judge struck out.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, is Gary Dieter going to hear about that tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to tell you that right
good,
now.
good.
But
Man, if I'm free, I'm going to slip in here and just throw a little
Bobby got on base.
gas on the fire.
Bobby got on base. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Well, USA needs a little help now.
Yes.
The manager didn't quite get that. Spot.
No, did you see that, Jake? Mark DeRosa, before the game in an interview, indicated that the team had already advanced to the. He thought the team had already advanced to the quarterfinals.
Whoops.
So and people were wondering why is Goldschmidt in the lineup and why I'll send you that clip.
He said something
somewhat
too
revealing.
about like, boy, the guys were all really tired because we were up telling stories all night last night.
Oh boy.
But anyway, they need.
Whoops.
Well,
He said he misspoke. He knew. He just misspoke.
Nah, I don't know about that. But they
think
need
somebody
Italy
informed him.
to beat Mexico today to advance out of pool play, or was it Mexico has to?
They have to win by like more than 5. If Mexico wins by less than 5, I think, then the USA doesn't advance. So if you're Mexico and you're up, and you're winning the game by like 3 runs, do you just like intentionally strike out?
I don't know, man. I'm not.
Get the USA out of there.
I don't know.
That's the way I read it anyway. I think that's right.
Let's see. So, in an appearance Tuesday morning on Hot Stove on MLB Network, where DeRosa works as an analyst, he said of the game against Italy, "We want to win this game, even though our ticket's punched to the quarterfinals."
No, it's not.
Wrong. That's wrong. The ticket was not punched, and now the fate depends on the results of Italy and Mexico. Should Italy win and finish pool play at 4-0, the United States would advance. So that's simple. Italy beats Mexico, U.S. advances. If Mexico wins, it would finish at 3-1 along with Italy and the U.S. They'd all be 3-1. So in that case, the tiebreaker that would determine which 2 teams advance to the quarterfinals considers runs allowed per out recorded. So if the Italy-Mexico game goes 9 innings and Mexico wins and scores 5 or more runs, the U.S. and Mexico would advance. Should Mexico win while scoring 4 or fewer, it would advance alongside Italy.
So if you're a Rosarena and you're at the plate, like in the 8th inning, and your team's up 4-1, and the bases are loaded, you just go down.
What if Mexico
swinging?
loses?
Yeah, but you no, if Mexico loses, the U.S.
there you
advances.
go.
That's it. No, you better. So what have you done? Then in the 9th inning, they blow the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got.
But I'm just saying,
right.
it'd be
That's kind of
like,
where I was going with that. What if they lose by doing that stupid stuff?
Yeah. I'm just saying, if a Rosarena is really that pissed, it'd be kind of fun.
I don't know, man. That would
be interesting to watch that game now.
Oh yeah.
But that's not a good look
For who?
for DeRosa.
Oh.
I know he's saying he misspoke, but I mean,
Do you think he misspoke?
no.
No.
I think somebody told him as soon as he was done. Hey, by the way,
They haven't done it yet.
and maybe not as soon as he was done. Maybe somebody didn't tell him until like
That's what I mean. Like, when did
Filling
he?
up a lineup.
No one said anything there.
right.
Doing the when did he find out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he said, we want to get Goldschmidt in there.
You don't want him. We don't want him in the knockout round cold. We want to get him some at bats. So if he's coming off the bench, he's got some looks.
Well, you got some looks.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't. Here, Jake. I sent you the.
He did a misspoke. You know.
No, man.
I think he did a miss no.
Yeah, he just didn't know.
I know.
He didn't know.
Unprepared.
Misinformed.
Maybe there's some arrogance there. Of course, we're going to advance. I mean, I don't know.
But he said like, we want to win against Italy, but we've already punched our ticket.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe someone told him wrong.
Depends on what the ticket was for.
Yeah, I mean, what if like his PR guy or somebody was like,
Well, Mark, congrats on advancing to the quarterfinals. Oh, hey, great. So you tell me. Listen to how he said it. You tell me if he misspoke or was misinformed.
You got 9 bodies ready to roll today, I would imagine.
Absolutely. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to get some guys off their feet, no question about it. I'd like to get Goldie a start, and he has been awesome, just a leader of men behind the scenes with Aaron Judge. I'd like to get him in there. I'd like to get Gunnar in there again. Ton of respect for Italy. It's weird. We want to win. We want to win this game, even though our ticket's punched to the quarterfinals, because Mexico plays Italy actually tomorrow. So the way the schedule lines up, this is an important game for us. Nolan McLean will start. He's on the bump, and he's good to go. He's an absolute beast, and I expect him to throw the heck out of it.
If you think you got to win this game, why do you want to get a bunch of guys off their feet?
That was weird how he said at the end, it's an important game for us the way it lines up. Like, I think he started. That's weird. I mean,
But then Goldschmidt was in the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's just the arrogance that we'll beat Italy.
I don't know, Jake.
I think somebody told him the wrong information.
But he said, I want to get some guys off.
Right.
I want to get some guys off our feet. It's funny. It's an important game, even though our ticket's punched to the quarterfinals. We want to win.
Yeah, no.
But he said, I want to get some guys off their feet.
Yeah, he was pretty
Right?
specific about.
That sounded
Resting
like
guys for the next round.
that sounded like a guy that thought they were already in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
It's a guy who said they were already in the quarterfinals.
Our ticket's punched.
Sounds like he thought that because that's what he said.
Right. Nah,
Oh, no, I knew. That's what he
Misspoke.
said after. I misspoke.
yeah. Well, what else are you going to say?
9 o'clock in the morning. I was tired.
What else are you going to say? I was wrong. I thought we were in, man. Can't say that. Can't say
What,
that.
you fill out your lineup in Sharpie? You can't change that when you figure out that you gotta win this game?
You think somebody would have caught it and told him if he did that in the morning? Like he did that at 9 o'clock in the morning. You think somebody would have been like, "Hey, by the way,
Maybe those
skip."
guys didn't know.
Right?
I mean, they did. I mean, I don't know.
I think they didn't know, or else you'd say, "What do you mean your ticket's punched?"
Was that? Did you feel that? Okay, I know, Mike, you're not following it that closely, but were you guys confident? Did you know? Well, they better win this game against Italy.
I haven't been following it closely enough to know. No, so I didn't know. I
don't think that was.
I was watching along on Twitter last night when they were behind, and somebody tweeted out, Mark DeRosa thought that their ticket was punched. By the way, it is not punched.
Yeah, and there's other people that
and
there were other people saying, "Boy, the United States is in trouble here. If they don't start to turn things around, scores and run, they could this could lead them to be out in pool play." I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think they did a great job of even informing the public that the importance of that game. I don't know. I mean, I've got 15 things that I'm trying to follow at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
In the world of sports with free agency frenzy and the Big 12 tournament and this, but it's like,
yeah.
okay,
But
so
like Mark DeRosa doesn't.
right,
Like
right.
that's his job.
How the hell do you know? Maybe DeRosa's like, I can't believe this. Max Crosby's getting sent. I mean,
He was busy arguing about physicals.
Right.
He's
Wait
like,
a minute.
He's like, this damn LED cord at
Yeah.
the Big 12 tournament is
Right.
untenable.
DeRosa's like, how in the hell do they have Auburn still on the bubble?
And somebody's like, "Hey, Skip,
This guy loves sports. Yeah.
Bam Adebayo. How many scores?
82, his career high. He never went for more than 41 before.
Mizzou's got to be in. They have quality wins. Are you having fun, Mike? We are.
I understand all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand the
Don't you
World Baseball Classic.
don't you think the manager should?
The manager should know this
I don't
stuff.
blame you for not understanding
No,
it, but I
I
kind of blame him if he didn't.
No, you pretty should know that.
That's all.
Yeah.
It kind of affects things. I mean, would you like a head coach in football to not know that they need to win this game to get in the playoffs? I mean,
Yeah, like it's
we're already in. No, you're not. Okay.
Well, arrest some guys. Get some guys off their feet.
Yeah.
Mahomes, you're going to arrest him. Get him off his feet.
Yeah, you know,
Get Mahomes off his feet and Kelsey.
you know,
Wait.
Oladokin's been a pro.
Big
Get
Red.
him off his feet. You know,
Big Red, we're not in yet.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Doggone it.
it.
Should we break?
I don't know.
I don't know. You guys seem like you're having a really good time on this one.
I kind of am. I had fun watching that, but I'm sitting there. It's like, but it's difficult. I'm like, I'm not rooting against Vinny. It's hard for me to root against Cags. But I want the United States to win. But I love Bobby Wood Jr. I can tell you that. Just tell me how good he is.
He's unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
He's unbelievable.
For a man that's seen as much baseball as you have, you say he's unbelievable.
Yeah, because hitting-wise, I know what he's going to do. But the defense has just gotten better and better and better. I mean, it's
Your jaw hits the floor when you see it.
it's some of the stuff he does, and he anticipates so well.
His timing is incredible
Yes,
too.
he reads a pitch. He reads a location. He's moving before that. There's no way you make that play. Those
second
two plays.
one?
If you're not anticipating and read it and already moving before
And he makes it look easy. And
Easy.
it's not.
No.
But he's so smooth.
Yeah.
It was like a ballerina the way he started that dive like almost like before the ball was even hit. But
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
He understands pitch location, what's going to happen. He's moving beforehand. Cal Ripken Jr. used to do that, and he didn't have the mobility and range that Bobby has, but he would anticipate. He knew his pitchers. He knew where a ball's here, this guy's going to do this. I'm already moving.
He had that brain.
Yeah.
That baseball brain.
So you've got the athletic ability of Bobby and the brain, and you see plays like that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I understand because I witnessed it without as much athletic ability.
Mike Boddicker's in studio back after this on WHP.